apparently there's more buffs. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to another Five Nights Tower Defense video. And in today's video, we're gonna be going over the more buffs that these units got. Just checking. So yeah, a bunch more units got buffs. So in the last video we went over the main ones, which was Apollo's Moon, Kronos, Planet Buster, and Astral. You know, all their prices got changed. Well, in today's video, we have some new ones. As you saw there, Goliath is 50k, but they were Juggernaut to 65k. I increased his damage because I think this was only like 250 before. They changed his cooldown, but then they made it so that every 5 seconds he fires the railgun that does 60 times its damage. It used to be what's it called? 50%. And it also stuns, and it also slows enemies by 70% for 1.5 seconds. That is insanely good. Like, actually. Yes, I'm glad they've been buffing old units. I'm really hoping he gets an evolution soon, because, believe me, when Juggernaut Bonnie gets an evolution, I'm doing 2 things. Getting another shiny Juggernaut, and I'm going to evolve this one. I'm probably going to get full glitched, but, I apologize for eating pretzels right now. But that's insane. Mix has also gotten a buff. So, yeah, here are the units we're going to be looking at today. Oh, wait. Yeah, you got a buff, too. I guess we can look at you. We don't know. This is just a side mention. Queen of Hearts got a buff up to 60k, and you can only place 1 now, and the passive is just still the same, but I also think the damage got buffed. And then OMC, I think he does slightly more damage, but his hook and line, this is over 5 seconds instead of 3 seconds, but he does 50 times damage to bosses when it was 30 times. Those just like I don't have Queen of Hearts yet, and yeah. I'm keeping this clean because it might go up in value if they ever give us another AFK. And this is just like a reminder, be sure to tune in to this week's stream, because they're finally going to update it, hopefully with the biggest update ever this game has seen. But anyways, we're just going to hop into a game, and we're going to look at all the new buffs. Oh yeah, we can also see if they changed any like of the placements. They might have changed Juggernaut down to 1, because he's now more expensive than Goliath. Yeah, so I'd like doing this because it gives us 20k and it's a nice big map. I'll also be able to see if the damage went up for any of these guys. I think we're going to go for... You can only place 1 Juggernaut now. Alright, this guy must have gotten a huge buff. That's already a lot better. That is 50k DPS. Oh my god, what? Dude, this guy's insane. And yeah, you can only place 1 now. Okay, hold up, I might actually start using this guy on my team again. This is insanely good. Yeah, so he got a massive buff. 12, what's 6 times 12? 72. 720,000 every 5 seconds is his railgun. That is crazy. I don't know if Goliath got a buff. I mean, we can probably go see, but highly doubt it. But yeah, that is crazy, dude. Damn. Yeah, so they've been giving us mini buffs. I guess we can check out this guy too. So, oh, this guy got I think he may have gotten his cooldown buffed. I don't think so, but I think he has better range now, and I think better damage, because 20k every 0.6 seconds is that's not, I don't recognize that. Yeah, we can actually check, but yeah, honestly, Shiny Juggernaut might find his way back onto my team because he's actually insanely good now. I'll just take those. Watch me pull a Cole and Orville. know. If I did, I would have probably given it to either Cole or I don't know. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. We can unequip you. I'm gonna keep you on. But yeah, that's pretty insane. Did he get a damage buff? I think he did, honestly. Yeah, they changed his cooldown to 1. That makes sense because then it takes away 40% cooldown my booster. Yeah, did you get a buff by chance? Nope. I need to be able to see your passive. Nah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a change. What does this guy want? Hi? No, thank you. Alright, anyways. We're gonna check out these other two. Alrighty, so back here. Where I am very glad that Juggernaut got not an evolution, a buff, but his buff is very similar to that of an evolution, like, buff, sort of. Alrighty, so yeah, as we see, both Mixes and Frostbite had their price doubled. So these buffs better be good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's better. He used to only go up to, like, I think, yeah, okay, that's much better. He used to only go up to about, like, 450k, I believe. Either way, that's still really good. Because I think they gave him a slight damage buff. Alright, and then now Mixes. Alright. Oh, they made him do less damage, I think. Yeah, I think they made him do less damage because yeah, he used to go up to like he used to go up to like 400k for me. Oh, I guess I gotta get Spring Lock on him, but hey, I mean that's not bad. A good Shiny Juggernaut down for fun. Alright, Shiny Juggernaut, kill this guy. Yeah, dude, that railgun, you just saw that it did more than half of his health. Like, I did like 4/3 of his health. Or not 4/3. Yes, it did all of his health. It did like 3/4 of his health. Or 4/5. I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, there you go. Those are just some buffs. I guess we can check out OMC. We can check out his buff. Is there any other units that got buffs? I'm actually gonna go see in the lobby. Yeah, I'm gonna go see in this trading plaza real quick. It's a real shame I don't have souls because then I could try and buy something, but 16k, yeah, I think he may have gone back. I think Goliath may have gotten a buff as well. Okay, let me get in a better server. Trading Swing Lock Mixes and Vengeance OMC for OMK. I mean, unless OMC went back up, but like, OMC might have gone back up in value like 10k. I mean, the buff wasn't that good. Good for Planet Buster. I mean, no, I want to pay that. Give me your offer. I have the PBS. Queen of Hearts is dropping so bad. It really dropped? How are you in here with... No, thank you. Looking for Orville Enda. I indeed have one. Okay, yeah, I think the season's gonna end because people know it is usually people are not trying to get Orville. And now people are going crazy for him. I am not. Yeah, this is a pretty good offer, but 300 Pandora. No, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, so I think Goliath might have gotten a buff. I don't know though. She lost 8k DPS. Oh, so I guess Queen of Hearts got worse. But yeah, I mean, we can try out these new units in a PvP match, I guess, like we did last time. So yeah, we can keep OMC. We can have you. I know you're not. I know like having these two on a team isn't really useful at all, but hey, I mean, I will consider it. I'll consider these buffs a win, even though they made half of them more expensive, if they can win me a match. And you know, hopefully it's an actual match and not a match like last time where the best thing my enemy had was a Juggernaut Bonnie, or I think he might have had a speed dial, but you know, it's just I'm really hoping this guy's at least somewhat decent. I'm also not going to do a yap sesh like last time. I've expressed my ideas. Alright, here's tarnished. Alright, that's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting how much they've like changed these units, especially without like really saying anything. Like if I go into their Discord, yeah, I'm going. Oh no, that's the TD. It's FNAF Tower Defense Central. We're going to their Discord. Oh, they have one announcement. Updates. It's been in updates. Oh my god. Okay, well, balance patch. Yep, it's a balancing. DPS increased from 24k to 40k. Range increased from 35 to 40. Cooldown reduced from 3 to 2. Time stop passive fixed. Time stop. Yeah, alright. That's all the stuff from last time, but last time, Guys Chica went from chat placement reduced from 7 to 6 seconds and all that. So this was 101. Toxic Springtrap. Here, I'll check in a sec. Hold up. So yeah. Toxic Springtrap. Damage increased from 117k to 120k. Placement price decreased from 44k to 30k. Cooldown increased from 2.25 seconds to 3 seconds. Honestly, I think those are worthwhile. The note is that this unit overshadowed every other unit in the game with its sheer amount of DPS and support. It's been toned down to tie with Apollo Moon, although now their attack types could be of use in more in one game mode / map than other. This unit will be monitored closely, and so will Apollo Moon. It's pronounced Apollo's Moon, like that's the name in the game, but yeah, I haven't been paying that much attention. I'll put this back here. Yeah, this monkey. Yeah, this guy's definitely doing more damage. Mixes, his range was increased, his poison was increased from 10% to 25%, and his cooldown was decreased. Yeah, his damage decreased from 120k to 75k, and his placement price increased. So I'm gonna say that like it wasn't worth it. Like that's not a worthwhile buff or a change. The release of mixes gutted the use of any other slowing unit in the game besides Paper Pals. Both have been turned down to resemble their power regarding their attack types. An AoE slower would have never been doing almost double Frostbite Freddy's DPS. This change properly scales their DPS, making all of their uses situational, giving users a proper thought on which one to take into while loading into a match. Yeah, okay. So Toxic Springtrap was changed so that, you know, to make it fair, because he was so high in value due to his, like, he was so high in value because of how good he was. That's pretty much what they said. And then, Mixes was changed so that it was fair for, like, other units that are worth less, and it's fair for players to get something that's good. Or they were pretty much half of these are just making it more fair for players to be able to, be able to have a good unit like that. Like this guy's doing almost double Frostbite's DPS. Now Frostbite's actually doing more damage every second, I believe. Yeah. This guy's actually 10,000 less than he started as. So yeah, this is the team. If we win, then that's a W, but if we don't win, I wouldn't be surprised, because obviously they have Astral, Planet Buster, all of them. Frostbite Freddy, the It was just increased from 54k to 80k's damage, and his placement was more. Old Man Consequences. Yeah, I already told you that his hook and line boss multiplier increased from 30 times to 50 times. Hook and line cooldown increased from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. This unit has been dominating almost every game mode with its one shot since release. The cooldown has been nerfed so users can't stack 2 or more OMCs to completely eliminate every round within 10 seconds. This can also be monitored, and OMC could receive different treatments if this nerf is too harsh. So pretty much, they made it so that it's actually fair in like PvP, because if you have Queen of Hearts like Cole does, you know, it's pretty hard to kill these guys, it's pretty easy to kill these guys with his one shot move. So he still has it, but it's just that slower. Titan Crusher got a change. Oh damn, they changed a lot of stuff. Ooh, alright. Yeah, Juggernaut Bonnie's on here. Oh damn, yeah, they changed a lot. Oh yeah, I think we're cooked. We can go over the rest of these, but I'm gonna save Titan Crusher and everything else. Oh yeah, so they did make Frostbite Freddy 40k, but then they just changed it to 30k. Alright, yeah, so we got 2 more Apexes. Alright, yep, glad that's over. Alright, so Titan Crusher damage increased from 87k to 105k, so Titan Crusher's better. Giant Slayer bonus to bosses increased from 20% to 70%. Placement increased to 80k. Note the boss killing Titan himself never did the most damage to bosses. This change makes his boss killing capabilities a whole lot stronger, while his damage to normal mobs can still somewhat compete with other Apexes. So it's pretty much, he used to be like one of the worst Apexes in the game, so I think this buff was just to make him better, honestly. Queen of Hearts, which is the final Apex for today. Damage increased from 24k to 40k. Placement decreased from 2 to 1. Placement price increased from 32k to 60k. This unit has also been dominating every game mode. Its sheer support is insanely strong on top of its high DPS. Overall DPS has been nerfed, considering it can double the DPS of every one placement unit. This change will be monitored. So, you know, obviously it still has its passive, but... Sorry, drink of water. It still has its passive, but it's like, it's had very high DPS, and with such an overpowered like whatchamacallit, what's it called? With such an overpowered passive, it like was pretty, or with such overpowered DPS plus a passive, it was just like, you know, it was too strong. Paper Pals, they don't have any they don't have like any descriptions. Oh, so Mix's damage didn't get changed technically. It's just the other, it like they said it's still doing 75k, just the other 25% is in the poison now. So I guess that's cool. So they pretty much just changed his overall damage. So Paper Pals increased from 4.8k damage to 9k. Range increased from 37 to 45. Cooldown increased from 0.25 to 5 seconds, so doubled. Placement reduced from 3 to 2. Placement price increased from 12k to 30k. Damage increased from 2.5k to 11k. Damn. Is that true? Yeah, it is, man. Damn, that's really good. Range increased from 25 to 35? Really? Oh, yeah. Anti-regen is fixed. Yeah, so I always had a feeling that, like, he never had his anti-regen working. Like, I'm actually serious. Like, I felt like he, like, never did anything. Like, he never did the anti-regen he was supposed to. Slow increased from 35% to 60%. slow time and anti-regen time increased from 1 second to 3 seconds. Cooldown increased from 0.8 to 1. Placement price from 12.5k to 30k. I already have one of those with pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same exact value because it's the same enchant or the same rarity enchant. Circuit Breaker Freddy, damage from 1k to 5k. Oh yeah, I will say about Paper Pals was probably to just make it more fair, and Blighted Endo Bonnie to finally make an older unit that a lot of people have like better. Circuit Breaker Freddy, damage increased from 1k to 5k, range increased from 30 to 35. Wither added, normal Wither 7.5, shiny version 15%. Placement price decreased from 7.5k to 6k. Change attack type from single to cone AoE, 45 degrees. So pretty much anywhere he's facing is like anything he's facing is what's getting damaged. And then his cooldown increased from 0.4 to 1. So they pretty much added more. They pretty much made him better in every way. But they sacrificed cooldown. Juggernaut Bonnie, damage increased from 600 to 2.5k. Told you. Range increased from 35 to 38. Splash radius increased from 5 to 15. Nice. Lethality, his passive multiplayer increased from 50 times to 60 times multiplier. Lethality now slows for 70% for 1.5 seconds. Remove the stun, so he doesn't do stun anymore. I think it's fine though, because the stun was only for like 0.5 seconds, I think. Actually, probably less. It was like I think it was only like I don't know, but like honestly, I would keep stun, but it's fine. Lethality cooldown increased from 3 seconds to 5 seconds, so yeah, I was right, it was longer. Cooldown increased from 0.1 to 0.25. Placement decreased from 2 to 1. Placement price increased from 40k to 65k. And then there are 2 secrets, and then there's an enchant. Dude, what do you want? If it's the Rave Demon... No, dude, you know what? I'm actually gonna turn off trade requests. Slow increase for... This is secret. Crying Child. Oh yeah, for Juggernaut Bonnie, they just also kind of made him... They made him like a much better unit, but they also kind of made him more fair because he's still overpowered, but he is slightly, I would say, slightly less overpowered because he doesn't have stun anymore. And like they increased his damage and stuff like that a lot. They pretty much made him a better unit and with a worse cooldown or I would say worse, like more damage, more range, both a better and a worse passive, and finally worse placements. There we go. Secret Crying Child. Slow increase from 40% to 70%. Range increased from 22 to 32. Sorry. Yeah, it seems like they also... Yeah, it seems like they just... Oh, wait, it wasn't like 2 before? So yeah, they pretty much just overall made them better. There's no reds there. If you look on their Discord, the bad stuff is in red, while the good stuff for it is in, the good stuff is in green, the bad stuff is in red. Anim Dude. Damage increased from 7.5 to 15k. Attack type changed from Splash to Nuke. Final upgrade cost decreased from 150k to 80k. That's not bad. And then we have an enchant. Bear 5. So this is for the Nightmare Bear 5 from the Fool's Hunt, I think. Damage bonus increased from 125% to... So pretty much vengeance damage, or pretty much vengeance damage to 155%. Pretty much... And let me see something. Pretty much vengeance... What? So it pretty much Bear 5 used to just be Vengeance, actually. It adds 125%. It had added 100%, 125% cooldown, 35% range, and cooldown minus 20%. So it was literally just Vengeance. Anyways, changed range from 35% to 55%. Changed cooldown from 20% to 15%. So they pretty much increased damage. Put it simply, they just made everything but cooldown better. Or yeah, about the Investigator, normal Apollo Moon Investigator wither percent properly increased with the most recent buff from 20% to 25%. Okay. So they changed. So they a good chunk of the older units will be looked over. Oh, nice. So they're gonna buff some older units. Hopefully, we'll be focusing on some permanent related. We looked at. We'll be focusing on some permanent related units. Why else looking for unobtainable exclusive? Looking at unobtainable exclusive units, making sure to include both types in every patch. Some more than others. Okay, so I think they mean like exclusive would be like mixes and frostbite. You know, like you can only get them for a limited time. While permanent are like astral bonding. You know, like units you can always get are permanent, while units that you can only get for a certain amount of time are Oh, they changed the decommissioned units. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah. So they just made it. They're making the exclusive unit, or they're making the limited units and the permanent units, or always obtainable units, easier or like better or worse. You know. Making sure. Okay. We want to ensure most units can be unable to when it. We want to ensure most units can be usable and up to date with the current meta, so everyone can enjoy what they have in their inventory, other than them being there dusting away. Yeah, I'm glad because I can actually use Juggernaut Bonnie now. Like he wasn't the greatest before, but now he's a lot better. We hope these weekly changes can provide at least something to look forward when there's downtime in between updates. So it's good to see that they still care, and this video's been going on for 27 minutes. We're almost done, I'm sorry. I mean, technically this isn't just like yapping about random stuff, so it's about the update, so general update, Wither no longer stacks with different Wither units. For example, I don't think I have a Wither unit. So, you know, Blighted Fox, you know, he does some withering damage. Pretty much, if you had him and Toxic... Oh, wait. Do you do Wither? No. But if, you know, if there's Wither... if you have Blighted Foxy and then another unit that does Wither on your team, like Toxic Springtrap... let me think. So, pretty much, they used to both stack and do, like... You could stack them, too, and they would do, like, a lot of Wither, but now they're only gonna take... the wither percent from whatever is highest. So like I think Blighted Foxy, when he like first introduced it, I believe. So he was doing like, I don't know, like maybe 10% wither or something. Let's just say that. And Toxic Springtrap does 25%. They're gonna take the 25% over the 10%. Yeah. So pretty much they just fixed it so that they it like works better, I guess, or like it doesn't do 50% wither when the units are not on the same team. For example, for boosters, one thing that used to happen was that if you had 2 shiny hand units, let's say in season 1 or something, or like, you know, if they had 2 shiny hand units, before it was fixed, you could have like plus 100% damage, plus 100% range, and plus minus 80% cooldown because they were on different teams, you know? But now they fixed that, so it doesn't work It only takes the highest, I assume. This is just, and here are just some messages. Just an FYI, Mixes is doing 75k. The remaining 15k is in the poison, 60k from normal attack, 15k from poison. This is currently this is bugged currently. It will be fixed shortly. So like I said earlier, Mixes is doing the exact same. It's just they made him more expensive, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Also fixed also a lot of passives now updated these units to account for changes regardless their passives. So they pretty much just any units that had passives that just weren't working, they're fixed now. That's new decommissioned units. And then the final one is Frostbite Freddy placement price decreased from 40k to 35k. And there we go. That is the brand new update that's like the brand new stuff in Five Nights Tower Defense. Your buffs, I guess. I know this is a part 2, but I'm treating it like its own video. I'll probably put part 2 in the title, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. So yeah. So what units got a buff today? Well, we have OMC, Mixes, Frostbite Freddy, Blighted Bonnie, and Shiny Juggernaut. These are all the units that I have that got more buffs. I discussed them all, but I'm putting these guys in the thumbnail. So yeah. Anyways, see ya. Hope you enjoyed.